Hello, everyone, and uh, welcome to the network. My name is Chaos. Uh, as per usual, this evening I will be playing some Final Fantasy Magic through Magic Arena. Welcome to the stream, and let's get started. Just had to make sure my mic was working and my new streaming software was up to date, so my apologies uh, for the issues there. I am so sorry, but we are good to go. Let's go ahead and get started. Hold on, I'm just updating some stuff here. Okay, I think we're good. Let's go ahead and just make sure that we're all set up to stream here. I think we're good, so let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty. My apologies for my lack of face this evening. I'm gonna go ahead and kick down the volume just a little bit because it's a little loud. We're testing out the new Mardu stuff. We're testing out the Mardu Mobilize mechanic this evening with some Mardu tokens. We're gonna go ahead and play a couple rounds of traditional standard ranked. So here we go. Alright, this deck usually wants to start playing first, so we're going to go ahead and play first this time. Alright, looking good, looking solid, so I'm going to keep that 7. Let's see what my opponent does here. I'm going to start with this Vantage. I'm going to go for a Nesting Bot. Okay. We'll play Black Cleave, we'll go Voice of Victory, and then we'll slam in for 1. We'll see if we get lucky. We're going to do the Chocobo. Figured they would do the Chocobo, at which point I'm probably going to go ahead and respond with Lightning Helix, because I don't like that Chocobo getting too big for its britches. These early wins are important here, so we're going to go ahead and just make sure we get some early wins in. And they do the Traveling Chocobo, which is not great. I'm going to go ahead and kill it before it becomes a problem. There we go. And that should be it. Of course. They hit me with the Hydra. Alrighty. So let's see how lucky we can get here. This is only game one, so a loss here would not mean a whole lot, would not be too bad. So if a loss were to happen here, it's not horrible. And that's going to be a bit of a problem. Because they're basically going to double and double again. Yeah, they're doubling to 20, which is a bit of a problem. Alright. Yep. Nope. That is definitely a problem. Alright, so game one loss. Not a huge deal. We're going to go ahead and swap up to preferred variation of this deck. Oops. Need to do one more. So we'll go ahead and throw the Elspeth in there. I'm going to go ahead and play first here. It's usually a good idea to play first. With this deck, we'll see what happens here. Alright, so nothing special within the first couple of hands, but we'll make it work. We will make it work. We will see what we do here. Alright, we can make that work. Because that's just a 1-1. We're going to go ahead and sharpshooter here. Try to get some early damage. Let's see how he responds. He's probably not going to respond with his Llanowar. Okay, that's fine. We can take that. Probably should have played the Voice of Victory first, but hey. let's see how he responds now, because we've got a solid early lead. Alright, he goes Adventuring Town. Springbloom Druid. And just gets more lands. Alright, we can make that work. Pop you for a couple more. Sorry, I've been away for a while. I had a couple changes in what I was doing, and it took me a little bit of time to get back into the swing of things. So I apologize for being gone so long. Alright, let's see what he does here. He's going to have a real hard time if he doesn't get rid of that sharpshooter. Alright, so let's go one more land, one more sharpshooter. Just try to put the pressure on a little bit here. Let's see what happens. If he lets this go through, it's probably over. We'll see what he does. Two, one. Alright, so I'm gonna get 2 triggers off the shocking sharpshooters, which should secure me the game. Two triggers each off of those. Just gonna let all that damage go through, it looks like. Not surprising. Now he's probably going to start using the Chocobo for protection, so I need a response to that. I have one, I just don't have it in my hand. Surprised. Okay, there he goes. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about cracking the wilds. I would probably crack the wilds if I had that. Yeah, he cracks the wilds. Alright, cool. Now let's see what he does. He's got a 3/4 chocobo. He kills the voice, which is the right move. And then he kills one of the sharpshooters, which is also probably the best move. Don't worry, I got a backup plan here. You can only hit me for 3, which is... Oh yeah, I got a backup plan. Easy backup plan. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. That is what we're talking about there. I'd like to see those victories. Alright, let's see what he sideboards with. We have already sideboarded because of our first game loss, but we'll keep going with what we've got here. Alright, don't like that hand, so I'm probably not going to keep it too much. I usually don't like to keep one land hands. They're a little bit rough sometimes. So I'm going to go ahead and drop. Ooh, okay. So that's still not great, but we'll keep the... I think we'll go ahead and drop the Stadium Headliner. It communes with beavers, which is interesting for a first move, but it makes sense. So we're good there. He goes with the chocobo. That's not great. Hello. Okay. So I'm probably going to go Impact Tremors here. I'm going to have to take a hit just because I don't have a way to get around that. Because I don't have a mountain in my... I didn't have a mountain in my hand. That's perfectly fine. Okay, so he cracks. He's gonna crack the wild probably. Or he's gonna kick that. Yeah, that's probably the better move. Probably the better move, but I'm gonna go ahead and Impact Tremor trigger. He's gonna crack the wilds. Makes sense, because he has the chocobo. I am okay with taking a little bit of damage here. That's not a huge deal. Okay, now I've got a concealed courtyard, which makes things a little bit easier. We're going to go ahead and voice a victory. Go ahead and crack him. Let's see what he does. Probably he's going to get rid of the Voice of Victory, I would imagine, just because of the fact that it's going to generate a lot of damage for him. Yep. So goes that route, which is fine. I'm going to be able to hit... I'm probably going to be able to hit Arabella next turn, and the Venerated Stormsinger the turn after, so it should be fine. Let's go ahead and drop that. Drop the Arabella. That's fine. So far we're doing okay. We're taking a little bit of damage here and there, but that's not bad. Oh, I'm surprised he's not playing the Moss Hydra. Okay. He's not playing the Moss Hydra, which is a little bit concerning, but I got the Venerated Stormsinger now. We're good there, so we just need to deal with his Llanowar, and we should be able to get this. Not playing the Hydra is probably a bad move on this guy's part, but we'll see. Depends on what he's got in his hand. Okay, so he plays the Hydra. Gets the Chocobo and the Hydra trigger. I'm going to go ahead and Lightning Helix. Just for a little bit of removal on the Hydra, just because the Hydra is a problem. And then we're going to go ahead and play that. So far, so good. Not a severe amount of worry. The Chocobo is getting a little bit nasty, but oh, he goes for a second Hydra. Okay. Let's see if he swings with the... I wouldn't be surprised if he swings with the Chocobo. Yeah, I'll let that go through. That's fine. Drop land for turn. Let's see. It's probably gonna let that slide. That's fine, but I'm back to 10, so 1 to 2 more hits of... Okay, that's a problem. It's not a huge problem. We'll see We'll see what happens. The Spring Bloom Druid is a little bit of a problem, though. Okay, so that's 5, 8, 8. So we're still going to lose, and then he's going to crack the wilds. So we're going to lose here at this point. Yeah, he's going to swing in for a bunch of damage, which is going to trigger a loss, but at least we got one win off of that. Doesn't matter if I block, because still high numbers of damage. Okay. So not horrible. Still lost, but not horrible, because we did actually win one of those matches. Which is not horrible at all. Okay. Cursed Windbreaker. We got... When this equipment manifests, dread, then attach this equipment to that creature. Equipped creature has flying. Alright, that's useful. Not too useful, but still useful. Let's see what we got for limited events here. Draft, quick draft with Omniscience Emblem. Oh, I'm short 15. I'm short 5. Quick draft. No need to put lands in the deck. You also get 1 mana of each color each turn to use for abilities, and each player starts with 3 cards in their hands and to 7. These cards will be added to your collection, play games, and receive prizes. So, do we have any more packs coming up here? No, we don't. No, we do not. That's a little bit unfortunate, but we'll figure it out. I'm going to go ahead and buy some sleeves here. Because buying sleeves is always good. See, quick draft with Omniscience, and then we get some card styles, and we just have card styles for this. Okay, so that's not bad. I'm a little surprised that it's only 50. That's not bad at all, though. 745. 745. Okay. Let's go bug my friend real quick. guess I'll check in with him later, but we'll get back to what we're doing. Alright. Yeah, we'll get back to what we're doing here. Alright, so we're going to run a couple more games here. We're going to try to hit 15 games before the end of the evening, because I'm not feeling too great, but we're going to see how we do. So, let's go back to our ranked matches. Let's go back to the Mardu tokens for best of 3. Alrighty. Let's see what we do here. This opponent's name is Zero. That's... She's no hero. He's no hero, but we'll see how we do. Okay, so not great. Not a great start, but at least it gives me some lands. So we'll figure out what we're doing here with those lands here momentarily. We're going to start with a mountain. He's going to play an island. That's pretty typical. First turns in Magic are usually ramp turns. Now I just need a black and or a white to get things going. And he hit my white. Alright. Okay. Oh, that's not great. He also hit my black too, which is not great at all. But hey, we at least got one. We at least got one here. Okay, he's gonna play Jace the Perfected Mind, which is a little bit of a problem. Just because it can do that stuff. Can this thing hit a target? No, this thing cannot hit the target for the... Alright, so we're gonna have to hit... that's a bit of a problem. I probably should have... Not gonna be able to do very much for a few turns here. We'll see how we do. Blue spells, you cast cost. Okay, so that's one of the newer cards from the Final Fantasy set. One of the ones that I'm actually after. Let's see, -3. That's fine because I'm not usually using him for. Okay, so we hit the starting town, which is. I need to start hitting him for some mana, for some. And then we're gonna go ahead and sack a token here. I'm trying to draw a card. Okay, so that's nice. We got our swamp, which is what we needed. Still, oh crap. Okay, the Mind Skinner is not. The Mind Skinner is kind of a bad. It's okay. So here we go. We're gonna play the swamp. We're gonna go ahead and Lightning Helix the Mind Skinner, just because the Mind Skinner is a bit problematic. He's going to counter it, that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and try to Strategic Betrayal him here. Because he's using the counter, which is nice. And then I'm going to play a Stadium Headliner. Nice. Alright, cool. GG's. GG's to the opponent. Let's see how Zero responds to this, because I've got 2 Stadium Headliners out, which is really pulling in work right now. He's gonna mill me for 12. That's not great. I mean, that's not unheard of, but that's not great either. Oh, let's go ahead and Veteran Storm Singer here. See what he does, see how he responds to that. See if he lets it go through. I wouldn't be... Okay, so yeah, he's gonna counter that. That's what I thought he was gonna do. But I'm still gonna be able to start hitting him here. So I'm gonna start hitting him for a crap ton of damage. He hit my fucking goddamn land again. He hit my goddamn deck again. Okay. Let's go ahead and do Gix. And then let's go ahead and do Voice of Victory. And hit him for 2. He's probably gonna hit my deck again, I would guess. He's got a lot of blue. He's got a lot of blue, lot of blue, lot of blue, lot of blue. And there's the end of the game. Because he hits my deck again. Yep. Nope, that was definitely not a great game. But we'll see what we can do. We're going to go ahead and get rid of our standard here, because I never end up using these, but they're in there for the insurance. 1, 2, and then Elspeth, just because having Elspeth in the deck kind of really works. Alright, so let's see how game 2 goes. It's usually best of 3, but we'll see. Okay, so I don't... I hate that. I hate when hand lands, but we'll try to keep it. Let's see what we can do. It's probably going to be okay. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I can do something now with that. So we're gonna go ahead and impact Tremors first, get some early damage. He's gonna mill me. That's fine. He's still going down the mill strategy, which is not surprising. Let's see. I think we're gonna go hit the 1 here, and then our next move is probably Sephiroth. And then our next move from there would be an input call. Oh man, he doesn't like my deck at all. He likes to have his weird stuff. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna hit 3, and then we're gonna play that again. That's gonna go ahead and hit. We're hitting 4 now. Okay, now we should have enough to get some Sephiroth stuff. Let's see. We'll see what he does. Oh, okay. Deep Muck. Alright. So either Gix or the Deep Muck. Alright, so I think I want to hit the Deep Muck here. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit. I'm going to go ahead and hit that. We're going to get damages. We might actually get enough damage here to win this. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't even need Sephiroth. Sephiroth's just insurance at this point, which is fine. We can do that. He's going to go ahead and give me the game, which means we're going to game 3. Alright, I'm going to keep the same deck that I've got here. Because that deck worked. Oh, shit. Okay. I'm hoping I get a land off of this. I miscalculated. Nope. Gonna have to pass. Gonna have to lose on that. That's fine. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, I wasn't paying attention there. Which is fine. Let's go ahead and bug my guy here. So I've still got 50 gold off of that, which is not bad. I'm going to go ahead and bug my guy. Yep, no response yet. That's fine. Alright, back to the grind. Back to the grindo. The grindo. Sparrowhawk. Alright. We're gonna try to play first on this. We're gonna see how we do. We're gonna see what we come up with. Okay, we got solid hand choices. We're good. I got solid responses and strategic betrayal if I need them. And then I got my black cliffs. I basically have the venerated Stormsinger all set up to go, so that's fine. That'll work out perfectly. And I get more land, which is good, which is really good. I get a strategic betrayal in case he does anything weird. Alright, cool. So I've got the one mobilized creature, and then I'm gonna have the venerated Stormsinger. He's gonna destroy with Get Lost. Okay, which is gonna actually help me out, so that's fine. I can take that. I can take that all day long. now we go ahead and I guess we go Venerated Stormsinger here. See how he responds. Okay, so he didn't respond right away, which is usually okay. Oh, don't tell me he's gonna have to start discarding cards here. That's not great. We'll go ahead and do 1 for that. And then we'll do the Anapicol. And then we'll start getting some tokens. Go in here. Yep. I'm gonna gain some life and take some life away. Oh, no. Did he only have 2 lands? What? Okay, yeah, he gives me that one, which is honestly, if you only end up with 2 lands, it's kind of a moot point at that point because it's not really worth playing, not really worth seeing what you're gonna get. I'm gonna go Impact Tremor, Elspeth, and then my Sharpshooters. Okay, so that's a solid start. That's a solid start. Now, if we could just follow it up with 1 more land, we could get what we need. But Get Lost is also a good card that we can use. Alright, so we got 1 more land, we're fine. He's got the Celebrations. I should probably hit the Kickoff Celebrations next time. That's probably what I'm going to do. Oh, nice. Okay, so he gets Joshua, which is a little problematic, but we can deal with it. We can deal with it. I'm more concerned about that Get Lost. So I'm going to hit that Get Lost. And then I'm probably going to... I probably should have hit the Phoenix's Dominant, but it's okay. It's not bad. We can make it work. Okay, so he hit the Get Lost on... Okay, well, I'm not gonna risk any... I can risk a little bit of damage, that's fine. Let's see, let's go... I wouldn't be surprised if I lose this because Joshua Phoenix Dominant is. Phoenix's Dominant is a little annoying. I would not be surprised. Okay, so he hits the Brass's Tunnel. And then hits another land. So he's just... Those map tokens are not making it easy for him at all. I can take a little damage here, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. We can play the land, we can play that, and then 2. Oh, I just figured out I can actually make this kind of work. Sorry about that, team. Okay, that's gonna work. I can make that work. Because that'll give me the capability to kill that. And then I can play the land for turn. There we go, there's the win. Sweet! I love this deck. This deck is actually working out in my favor a lot better than my others. Okay, Zombify, that's actually pretty nice. Alright, so I think I'm going to call it here, chat. It's about 9:45 where I'm at right now, so I'm probably going to chill for a minute. At least probably just for about 10-15 minutes. I'll be back in about 10-15 and we'll see where we're at that moment. So I will go ahead and sign off now. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate you watching. If you don't mind, I would appreciate a follow or a sub. Follow right now just because I've not got the sub set up. But if you like my content and like my ceaseless rambling here while I'm doing this, please consider subbing. I would greatly appreciate it. You all have a wondrous rest of your evening, and I will see you guys in about 10-15 minutes if you guys are sticking around for that long. Otherwise, have a good rest of your evening.